All right, so let's talk about Hurricane Helene because the 8 a.m. advisory came out to intermediate. So no changes to the cone, but changes to the stats. And we can see now it's a Cat 2, maximum sustained winds at 100 miles per hour, moving towards that northeast direction at 12 miles per hour. So it's going through rapid intensification. Helene is expected to become a major hurricane category 3 before making land.
Yeah, I'm here now. I grabbed a bunch of supplies like candles, tools, water, first aid. I'm gonna go see if there's anybody that like needs help or something, because I got nothing else to do, right? So I'll see if there's anyone who needs help and see if I can't help them out. I'm gonna be driving around a little bit. I love you. Be safe. Check outside to see the water levels. Make sure everything's good.
Every year, the Atlantic hurricane season reminds us of nature's incredible power. In late September of 2024, Hurricane Helene became one of the decade's most notable storms, impacting South Carolina in ways that would linger far after the skies had cleared. Helene's strength grew quickly as it developed over the ocean, setting its course for the southeastern U.S.
Oh, shit. Looks like I won't be going through here. Yeah. Look at these. These are completely gone. But here's where I'm headed. There's my car. It's a convenient uprooting though, I'll say that. Hopefully nobody lives back here. You good? You good? Oh, do ya? You locked in? Are you locked in? Oh, yeah, somebody live back there? Is that a private path? Oh shoot! Yeah, I live down at the bottom of the hill right over there. Yeah. How long you lived here?
Well, we lived on for a number of years.
Yeah, that's the street I live on.
Okay, we've been here about 25 years.
So I've only been here about three or four.
Yeah.
How often do you guys see something like this?
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Yeah. It hasn't happened since I've been here.
Yeah.
You know.
I told my wife, I said, I'm going to run around the block and see if I need to go ahead and start our generator.
Yeah. I looked at the map. It's out of 2.5 million, 1.5 million of us who get all the South Carolina out of power. Yeah. Ain't coming back anytime soon.
Helene began as a tropical disturbance, forming over the warm waters of the Atlantic and gathering strength day by day. This system quickly intensified, fueled by warm temperatures and low pressure, and soon became a powerful and deadly hurricane. Forecasters and emergency services issued warnings as Helene's trajectory and intensity became more evident. South Carolina was directly in its path, with the storm projected to bring heavy rain, high winds, and a strong potential for flash flooding.
Look at that, that's crazy. Can you hear that? I don't want to go any deeper. If I fall down there, I'd probably die, for real. They're shooting out. Look at this. Water's already up to the bridge. Man, I don't know what river this is, but it's taking this bridge for sure. This whole fence is like taken care of.
First time I hear that goes over the bridge.
I know, it's like, I can't believe it. Yeah, I'm just doing some recording for my family back home, but my God. It keeps. I don't know what this usually looks like, but it can't be like this.
I know.
You know?
No,
It's not.
it's not.
When we get a bad thunderstorm, it will go like a little bit on the edge of their little tiny building there.
Okay.
It's usually the river.
Oh, the little shed thing.
That little shed.
Yeah.
They always get.
It always gets a little bit, and then
Uh-huh.
sometimes there's a little garage, that big garage back there. With
Jeez.
Yeah.
But it doesn't usually get this high. It never gets to the road.
Really?
Even
Yeah.
in the big thunderstorms.
Yeah, I know.
So when it's like in the middle of the road there, like how many feet down would you say it is usually?
So it's probably about a good 5-6 feet.
Damn, that's crazy.
As the storm moved closer, communities across South Carolina braced for impact. Local stores saw a rush of people stocking up on essentials, and long lines formed at gas stations as residents prepared to hunker down or flee the storm. With the constant warnings of high winds, flooding, and likely power outages, the people of South Carolina were made aware of the challenges they may face, and the state prepared for what would be an unfortunately deadly encounter with nature. A couple days later, Hurricane Helene arrived in South Carolina, unleashing torrential rain, powerful winds, and a rising storm surge. Towns across the state experienced high levels of rainfall, flooding rivers and creating dangerous flood zones. In Pickens County, winds reached 73 miles per hour, toppling trees and downing power lines. Roads became impassable, and millions were left without electricity.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
What a crazy storm.
I know.
Is that your house?
I live down.
Is that tree all the way across their house down here?
There's a tree fell down. You know this corner house?
Yeah.
The tree fell down, but it fell down parallel to their house, so thankfully they're okay.
Oh, good.
But obviously this road's blocked up here.
Yeah, I got up at 6:30 this morning. My dad called me. He lives in Central.
Uh,
And he's like, "Are you awake?" He was like, "Are you looking at the storm?" And I said,
Yeah.
"No, but I'll get up." He said, "Do you have power?" And I said, "Yeah, right now." I knew where, climbed out of bed, and the power went out. And then we came out here to just look to see what was going on. Some car come flying around in the yards, all the way up into their yard.
Oh my God.
Driveway. And I don't know if it was like really bad at that moment too. Like
Really?
it was fierce.
jeez.
And so I know he was probably avoiding those trees, but I don't know if that tree was falling and that's why he.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Are you guys good?
Oh yeah, we don't have any power, but we're good.
Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
got a generator.
Oh, okay.
So we're good.
Yeah, I can see you got the panels there, so I figured you'd probably set up. How you doing, boss?
No way to get out.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna come follow you out then.
Got the angles 1093.
Okay. I live. I'm just looking around to see if anyone needs help.
I got yeah, the trees down there over there.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Anyone hurt? Is anyone hurt, or is it just trees down? Okay, that's good. All right, buddy. Yep. How long you folks been here?
Just 2 years on
Okay. How long in South Carolina?
all my life here.
Oh, yeah. So I've only been here for 3 years.
Okay.
How normal is something of this?
Not very normal.
Not very.
So what I can remember, I'm 49. I remember when I was in my 20s, Hugo came through,
Okay.
and it was a big one that
Was
blew
it?
up a bunch of stuff, but like not very common this far in for us.
So it's like a once in a generation, like every 20 years.
That's what I remember.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, like the coast is a little bit different, but here in upstate,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
I mean, we usually get some tornadoes every now and then.
Yeah.
sporadically, And nothing like this.
Hurricane Helene was a storm of staggering proportions. Over its lifespan, it dropped an estimated 42 trillion gallons of rain across the southeastern United States, enough to match the flow of Niagara Falls for nearly 2 years. In North Carolina, Jester Mountain recorded the highest rainfall total with 32.5 inches. The storm left a trail of destruction, triggering 1,400 landslides and damaging over 160 water and sewer systems, along with at least 6,000 miles of roads, more than 1,000 bridges, and an estimated 126,000 homes. In the eastern part of Helene's body, lines of thunderstorms spawned, along with 6 confirmed tornadoes across southeast North Carolina and northeast South Carolina on September 27th, with 1 tornado reaching EF1 strength.
Oh my gosh, guys! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! All the wood! All the wood!
But we begin tonight with the spiraling emergency after Hurricane Helene, the mounting death toll, at least 182 lives lost, hundreds still unaccounted for. Tonight, President Biden touring the devastation. We have new video tonight of the raging river nearby, picking up a home right there, slamming it into a pile of debris. Dashcam footage capturing the moment a couple narrowly missed being swept away by this landslide. This is from the Blue Ridge Mountains. Fast rising waters taking people by surprise. Look at this tonight. Stunned neighbors. They're huddled together inside a flooded home, standing right in the living room there.
Another random wind gust. Strong one too.
Undoubtedly, Hurricane Helene left a visible mark on South Carolina's landscape. However, perhaps its most profound impact was on the lives it touched. Tragically, the storm claimed 48 lives across the state, turning a natural disaster into a deeply personal tragedy for families and communities. For these families, Helene was more than just a powerful storm. Each lost life represents a loved one, a family member, friend, or neighbor whose absence is felt deeply. As recovery efforts began, communities were left not only to repair their homes and towns, but also to mourn these painful losses. This human toll stands as a stark reminder of the serious threat hurricanes pose, even with modern warnings and precautions. Helene's legacy is etched in both the visible damage across South Carolina and in the lives that have been forever changed.
He was getting kind of clapped. This guy right here, but he's holding on now. Big gust. Luckily, it's not too bad where I'm sitting because I have all these trees blocking the wind. But you might be able to hear that they're not doing too good, but I'm doing okay.